And I'm making this video right now as proof that if something were to happen to my life or my family's life right now, this is who did it. Nick Carter and his wife, Kit, are the people who have harmed me and harmed my family. So if I'm dead tomorrow, that's why.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all well, and today we have a just wow. Okay, we've got a situation here that needs to be discussed, and I'm going to preface this with a disclaimer to say that everything that's discussed in this video are allegations at this stage. I haven't had a chance to verify or go over every fine detail of it, so we're just here to talk about the situation and just to shine a light on it, because there's so many strange and horrible things that go on in the world of Hollywood and other celebrity status people, and it's just, some of the things are disgusting and just need to be discussed. So as I said, everything here is allegations, and I'm not saying that it's not true or it is true or anything. You understand what allegations mean? I don't need to explain it. Thank you. So we're talking about Nick Carter and the YouTuber Sloan. Now, just as a quick aside, if you don't know who Sloan is, he's basically a commentary channel that talks a lot about Hollywood stars and exposing people, exposing them, exposing Hollywood, exposing singers and all sorts of things. He goes into a lot of big name people. He used to do a lot of YouTubers but doesn't so much anymore, so I don't really follow him a great deal anymore, because I used to see what's what in the world of everything. But he's grown pretty big, and he's recently done an expose on Nick Carter, who has recently had some very serious allegations against him. Now, Nick Carter is the singer from Backstreet Boys, the band Backstreet Boys, and he's done a number of other things too, but mainly that's what he's known for. He's also known for being the brother of Aaron Carter, who sadly passed away recently. But Nick Carter has been accused of some very serious offences, such as assault, sexual assault, R-ing. In particular, a woman has come forward recently that in 2001 she was R-ed and by Nick Carter when she was 17 years old. She was given drink and got drunk. He got her drunk when she was underage, and he assaulted her. It just sounds horrible. It really does sound horrible. I'm struggling for the words to portray just how disgusting this is. She was, or is, since her diagnosis hasn't changed, she is disabled. She has autism and cerebral palsy, and it's in the process of a lawsuit at the moment, so it's not like she's just making these up and sending it to the newspapers. It is an actual thing that's ongoing, but apparently she's not the only person who has made allegations similar to this about him. So
We spoke with other women that Carter also assaulted and infected with HPV. He's spreading a sexually transmitted infection. They were all virgins when they were assaulted by Carter.
If even an ounce of this is true, then he is an absolute piece of shit. I don't say that lightly, because it actually makes me sick to think that that's what he would have done. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the allegations, because that's for another video, I feel. But what we're talking about today, we needed a backstory about what's happening. Basically, Sloan has done a video on this situation and exposed him, and what happened next is insane. He received, or rather his father received text messages from somebody claiming to be Nick Carter's wife, insisting that Sloan take his video down, exposing Nick Carter.
So she texted my father. I don't know how she got my father's number. And she wrote, "Tell your son to remove that video he did today about my husband, or there will be severe repercussions, or you will have several." It makes me want to cry, because like, this is not my family's fault. Like, this is not their fault. Why are you threatening my family? "Or you will have several uninvited guests paying a visit to Bristow, Virginia," which is where my family lives, because she clearly knows where my family lives and their phone number.
This situation is... I don't really know what to think about this, because it's like, how did they get his father's number? But also, it seemed to be quite quick. Apparently, he put up the video, and then later that day, his father got the messages. And it seemed pretty quick to me. So, I don't know whether this is somebody that's related to Nick Carter or not. Sloan seems adamant to think that it is. I don't know, because he knows obviously more than us, and I believe he has been going back and forth with his legal team, because doing what he does, he has a lot of legal representation, and rightly so, I would say, given that he's talking about like so many of these big stars and stuff. I'm not quite sure what to say. I mean, if this is true, and the thing is, part of what Nick Carter has been accused of doing is, after he assaults somebody, he tells them to shut up and to basically manipulates them into silence and tries to get them to be silent, and that's basically what these text messages are doing. Sloan then goes on to put out another video to explain further what's going on, and it seems even more insane. He has been getting emails. Firstly, he gets this email from Nick Carter's legal team.
Same day I received those messages and made a video calling them out, I received an email from their attorney. They write, "Hi, Mr. Sloan. I'm an attorney for Nick Carter and Lauren Kit Carter, and I'm writing you about the video you posted today, claiming that my client sent your family threatening texts. Please be advised that those texts were not sent by either Lauren Kit Carter or Nick Carter, and my clients have no idea who sent those texts. Someone's impersonating my clients to make them appear to be bullies and to harm them. Who's really motivated to do this? But they were asking me to take down the video I posted and allow me to help you find out who sent these fraudulent texts to your family. First off, this is the nicest email I've ever received from a lawyer, which is kind of a red flag, because usually they have a legal demand, a timeline. They're not happy when they're reaching out to you. And do you really think that this man is going to use his resources to figure out who's sending me these messages?
Sloan gets lots of emails from legal representatives, and as he says, they are usually much more strongly worded with demands and stuff like that. And this seemed very nicey in his opinion. He then proceeded to get several emails from Nick Carter's security team.
Day. The Carter family have been aware of a video you posted on YouTube alleging that they were reasonable for threatening messages received. He means responsible. You'll see there are a lot of errors, so I think security is probably his best bet. But I'm head of security for the Carters, and I have been asked to reach out for the following. 1, the number which the messages were sent, so the legal team could subpoena the records through service providers. There's no service providers for this number. Thankfully, my uncle does have a private investigating company, and we've already confirmed this. 2, we kindly request an address for yourself or legal representation so we can serve. My lawyer was laughing so hard. He's like, I've never seen someone request an address to be served. You go and you get a PI and you figure out where it is. I'm not gonna be like, hey, yeah, here's my address to the party. Come serve me. Like, I'll be waiting for you. No. The Carter family would like to insist that you are in no danger or harm. Why did Aaron feel like he was in such danger? But we believe you are already aware of this. I'm not fully aware of this. And honestly, making this video and sharing what security has sent to me and the hacking link, which we'll get to in a second, I do feel scared. So, we believe the messages to be fake and allege the video was defamatory. The messages are not faked. They're on my father's phone. When I see him tomorrow, I could literally show you guys that he screenshotted it. And I'm actually bothered that he did like reply without considering like what I would want him to say. Like he went back and forth with her before I could like say like, hey, don't send a picture of that. That's just not cool. But anyways. The Carter family stated they deal with issues in reality, not cyberspace. They would never use violence or threats or anything else. They would rather use their legal resources at their disposal, which I think is interesting because they're saying, okay, we're going to use our legal team. But then the next line they write, the reason for myself as security to be addressing you is that the Carter family legal team are on hiatus for religious reasons. What? Like, this wasn't when Hanukkah was happening. So the guy that just emailed me 2 hours before, he's on hiatus for religious reasons? That doesn't add up for a very expensive Beverly Hills law firm.
I don't know why a security team would get involved in this situation. Because at the end of the day, as Sloan quite rightly said, this is a matter of legalities. If Nick Carter thought that it was out of order what Sloan had said, then he should go down the legal route as a responsible professional that Nick Carter is to get Sloan to take it down. He can sue him. There's a number of different legal avenues he can go down, and they've chosen, whether or not the text messages were from Nick Carter or friends and family, that doesn't even matter anymore. What superseded it is these emails from this security team and the legal team. It just doesn't add up. It's like they're trying a tactic which is a little bit off color, in my opinion.
So maybe I'll put the video back up. I don't know. There's no reason for me not to have it up because I 100% stand by what I said in that video. But after I took down the video, he emailed me again. So about an hour after the initial email, and he claims that they would like a public apology. They're not vindictive people, and they don't want to be litigating. However, the messages in the video crossed a line. So it sounds like he says they don't want to be litigating. However, the alleged messages in the video crossed a line. So at this point, they were like, we're going to serve you either way, at least in my impression, but they would like an apology.
You would get your legal team to sort it out, tell him to take it down, send him a cease and desist letter, which is normal practice in this situation. If he didn't cease or desist, then you go a bit further and you start legal proceedings against him. But what you don't do is you do not send the head of security to email him and tell him that it's wrong. It's not, I mean, this guy is not a legal representative, presumably, is he? I don't know. It just seems a bit.
And this is when things go to the next level. So I get another email the following morning, and it writes, "The video has spread with commentary." And then there's this Desty link, and it says, "Carter family are very upset about the message video of threats." Okay. "You cannot take back what's put online, which is why we would appreciate a retraction." I've never retracted anything. I'm not retracting this. And why the F are you sending me a link with a virus to my computer? Are these people trying to hack my computer? What is going on? If you Google Desty, you'll see like this is straight up a virus. Like, uninstall the malicious program from Windows. Use cleaner to remove Desty. This website is like one of the most notorious hacking virus websites, and they sent me a freaking email. What is the goal here, brother? You guys are trying to hack me. Wow, that's different. So Mr. Security Guard is trying to hack me through a link that is so clearly a virus that even the smallest channel would know not to click on it. So that's really like scary in my opinion. My computer actually ended up completely shutting down. I couldn't get into any of my social media accounts, and that's not because I clicked on the link. It's because my computer detected the link in general, so it wouldn't let me get into any of my accounts because it had already thought that, you know, someone was trying to hack me through that link. So were they trying to send someone to come and hack my computer? Because why is security sending me 3 emails, lawyers sending me just 1? Why are we playing dirty with 3 security emails, yet we just got 1 nice little email from the lawyer with no demand?
There's so much to this story, and I feel like it needs to be put out there, because if Nick Carter and his team are doing this and causing this upset based on what is essentially a news story, newspapers, TV, magazines, they report on this shit all the time, right? And if it just seems very weird that they would go down the route that they've chosen to go down instead of approaching it legally and professionally. It kind of shows Nick Carter up for being the type of person that he is accused of being, in my opinion. So, with that being said, we'll keep an eye on this situation, because it is there's so many things wrong with it, and I think that, as I said, everything in here is allegations. I don't know if the text messages are real or from Nick Carter or his wife or his family or whoever. I don't know if the emails were real, but Sloan seems to think that they are, based on his own knowledge, and I think he has sent them to his lawyers, so they may have verified it somehow. But let's keep an eye on this and see what happens, because this to me is quite concerning for anybody. And one other reason I wanted to delve into this was because of the whole culture around celebrities getting away with things and feeling entitled to just do what they want with people, take what they want from people, and take advantage of people. I mean, Nick Carter was 21 when he allegedly did this to a 17-year-old disabled girl, and he didn't have the right to do any of that. This woman, she's now 39, attests in her statements that she didn't want to do at the time, even though she was a fan, she didn't want to do what Nick Carter wanted her to do, and she was crying the whole time. So these situations, they seem to be coming out more and more and more, and it's just horribly wrong. It's horrible and disgusting, and something more needs to happen, because I feel like these people are really, they've gone unnoticed for such a long time, and they've gone undetected, and they get protected because of their status. And I think that more just needs to happen to protect these people. I'm not sure what, but something does need to change. So thank you all so much for listening to my inane ramblings again, and please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, take care and bye bye.